Welcome back to more Kuni 2. In the last episode, we actually made it all the way here to Gold Paw, and we got skamazed, and now we have this little debt bird. But hey, it ain't all bad. In the last episode, I was talking about maybe doing a little bit of leveling off camera, so I went ahead and did that, if I can remember how to play this game. It's been a couple of days. So, as you can see at the top, all of my guys are level 18, and then Tanny's level 17. That's actually not too bad. I think they were 14 or maybe 15, so I went ahead and leveled them up a couple of times. I also figured out that you can... Batu is actually like a member on your team, and he's just in like the slot where you can like switch him out. Like he's not an active unit, I guess, because he's blue at the bottom instead of green like these top three. So I used him a little bit, but I figured if I was going to level up people that I wanted to actually use, I'd better use Tanny, because I'm not really interested in Batu. So, anyways, let's proceed. Hee, welcome dearies, welcome. Would it be possible to borrow the lobby for a moment or two?
Yes.
By all means, my lovely, by all means. Take all the time you need, hee. So, Tanny, what was it you wanted to show us? Hee, your favorite little scallywag only went and swiped herself a dice.
Huh?
Huh? You mean you stole one? Ha! Stole, borrowed, whatever helps you sleep at night. Anyway, I got something very interesting to show you.
Watch this. If I press the 1, we get a 1. And if I press the 5, a 5. Now 2. Beginner's luck.
Oh, cheeky beggars!
Gosh.
So that's it.
I knew they were skamazing. This is how they've been doing it, huh? The scurvy mutt blocking our path to Pugnacious had that self-same dice, so he did. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go and tell him his secret is out.
No.
He'll just deny it. Besides, it's better that he doesn't know we have it for now. I see where you're going. Very crafty. I likes it. Lofty's on the table because he's so short.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. And then, hee, tidy. Then Bob's your uncle. Well, hey. Well, best plan in the flippin' world, right?
But...
Will it really work?
Huh.
It's a little risky, but I think it just might.
Tidy!
That's that decided then. Leave it to your old pal Lofty. Let's go and pay Gary Gateface a visit, shall we? It would be nice if me, the player, who was in on the plan, so that way I could execute it a little bit better. Can I hardcore parkour this? Ah! Ugh, nope, can't get up there. Oh well. Alright, so I guess we're going back to see the guy who scammed us in the first place. So... let's just head all the way up here. I feel like at this point this kind of series is almost like a filler series. Like if I don't have something to upload for the day, I'll just play this a little bit and kind of get a couple more episodes out there, which is fine, honestly. Like, I'm enjoying playing the game. I know it's not really getting a lot of views or anything like that, but I've never really cared like about views that much. Like, obviously some stuff will do better than others, but it's whatever. You've come to repay your debt, I assume.
You owe me! You owe me!
Ah. No, I've come to play another round.
Very well.
As you wish, but you should know, but know that you should, should you lose for a fourth time, your debt will grow still further. Oh, I'm not losing this time.
I'll be counting on you.
Alrighty. So what's Lofty gonna do here that's gonna help us out?
So, which will it be?
Red.
Time to put our little plan into action.
He's picking his nose. Oh my god.
Oh, that's impossible!
Woohoo!
Sharpshooter. He even blows on his finger.
What?
What deception is this? You manipulated the dice. You must have.
Really?
How would we have done that exactly? It's yours, and you rolled it. Or are you saying you had some nasty little trick up your sleeve and it didn't work?
Ridiculous.
Little trick? No, Gert. You have no proof. How dare you? What is all that noise? Is it the man himself? It's him! It's really him! Master Pugnacious! Well, well, and what exactly is going on here? You know better than to cause a scene so close to his Eminence's private chambers. Yo, what up? Master Pugnacious, how glad I am to meet you at last. We were sent here on urgent business by Nile.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your stupid gatekeeper here tricked us into owing him a fortune, and he still won't let us in. Is this how Goldpaw treats its guests?
Goodness.
Forgive my foolish underling. If my good friend Nile sent you, it can be no trifling matter. That which should have been plain.
You.
And to resort to base deceit and unforgivable transgression. Your debts will be annulled, of course. Strangle that bird for me if you would. Thank you. But this is no place to talk. We will continue inside. This one. Throw him in jail. God almighty.
Yes, master.
Of course, Master Pugnacious. Ah, man. See you later. Well, get wrecked. He deserved it. Dang, look at this guy. Why don't we have cool armor like that? So, Envoy of Nile, what brings you here? We have come to ask that you return his forest to him. Ah, but of course, he has sent you to beg for it on his behalf. And why would I simply return it? I won it from him in a game of chance. It was as fortune willed it. Was it? We couldn't help notice how much cheating goes on in this supposed kingdom of chance. What are you implying? It was on the dice roll of Lady Luck herself that Nile gambled. Huh? Our friend outside may have been capable of base trickery, but the Mistress of Fortune, I think not. So he wasn't even playing with their Pifflin casino dice? No, the one we saw in the ceremony was much bigger. That doesn't mean someone couldn't have messed with it. You would accuse our most sacred symbol of trickery? It is a preposterous idea. But you are welcome to examine her if it will please you. But I would warn you to proceed with the utmost care when doing so. The people of Goldpaw will not take such an intrusion lightly.
Thanks.
Thanks. I think we'll take you up on that. Come on! I'm really curious as to what other outfits we'll be able to get for our characters in this game, because I always really like changing outfits and stuff. These outsiders do not know their place.
Yes, master.
Indeed, Master Pugnacious. We must be on our guard. More trickery. Bother. I really thought we were onto something there. God, we're right back where we started.
No.
Not quite. I'm pretty sure if we look hard enough, we'll find something. Something's not quite right with Lady Luck. If you say so, let's go and have us a gander, shall we? Bet you don't see any kingmakers doing this, eh? Why, hey! Have you found anything, Lofty? Nothing much, no. Unless you count the biggest flippin' jumble of wards and charms and magic repellent doodads as I've ever seen in my life. Other than that, wood's nice. All smooth and shiny, yeah. It's quality stuff, this. So nothing's amiss at first glance, huh? I can't see why he was happy for us to come take a look. Or I can see why he was happy for us to take a look. All those wards and things would mean that you couldn't influence the roll using magic, wouldn't they? I guess so. What I'd really like to do is sneak a peek inside, but I get the feeling we wouldn't make ourselves too popular if we smashed the thing open.
How dare you!
Cease this outrage at once. Lady Luck's sacred statue is no place for your pet to play.
Oi!
Watch who you're calling a pet, Palio. Master Pugnacious gave us permission to look at the die and make sure there's no funny business going on. Ah, is that so? Very well, very well. The degree to which he ensures Lady Luck's unimpeachable integrity is admirable indeed. It sure is. I'll bet the statue must take some serious looking after, huh? And that dice too.
Oh, yes.
Exactly. You are young, friend, but you understand much. Why, only recently His Eminence became concerned at the decidedly worn condition of the die we had already used and had it replaced with an entirely new one. And no expense was spared in its making. He dispatched a delegation of our most highly respected craftsmen to the deepest part of the forest in search of the finest wood available. He did, huh?
Now then.
Ah, but listen to me chattering on. I am sure you are busy enough already without me bothering you. Nice to meet you, young man. He's cheating. He meant the Forest of Nile, I suppose. Seems like he's going a mite overboard, sending all these craftsmen so far out of the way, don't you? Do you think it was them who stuck all the notice thingies on the trees? I don't know, but I think we should go back there and look around a little more. Alright, let's head back to the Forest of Nile and hunt for clues. I was almost thinking maybe he was like sending them away so that way he could, you know, get them out of town so that way he could do something to it while everybody wasn't looking, but maybe I'm wrong here. Alright, so Forest of Nile. We have a trapdoor there, so let's head out.
Hey,
You're back, eh? How'd it go with old Puggy? We didn't quite manage to get your forest back yet, but we did find out the game is rigged all the way to the top.
Jinx.
I knew it, the crafty wee roasters. Now all we need to do is get some proof that there's funny business afoot with Lady Luck as well. You haven't noticed people from Goldpaw doing anything strange in the woods lately, have you? Well, they were up to something over towards the old woods there, but to be honest, there were so many of the beggars tripsing around or in and out, I couldn't keep track of it all. Maybe that's where they're making the dice. Let's go and have a look, shall we?
Listen.
Hold your horses, laddie. They'll not be getting anywhere near the old woods unless ye can cast Quicken Growth. What's that? It's a spell, you great bambot. You've never heard of it? Kids these days. Here, I'll teach it to you. You learned Quicken Growth spell. What kind of spell is it exactly? Can you figure it out from the name? It makes plants grow fast. Cast that wee beauty on a teeny tiny seed, and it'll be a tree as tall as a house before you can blink. That path's a pain to go through down the way. If you sling the spell at a few toadstools, you'll find the going a good bit easier.
Ta!
Sweet. Thanks for the tip, Twigwig.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Niall. Righto, looks like we're off to the Old Woods. I wouldn't sound so pleased about that if I were you. The monsters over that way have been a right pain in the neck lately. Well, hopefully, since we've leveled a little bit between this episode and the last, hopefully we'll be alright. But you never know. He's even got a debt. So I'm assuming we're going to be able to like almost platform across like certain stuff now with this spell. Like we're going to need it to like grow platforms and stuff like that.
Leave this to me.
Nice. Quick and grow spell. Good lord.
Gosh.
Oh, okay, so that's kind of cool.
Oi!
I kind of like that. That's pretty neat, actually. Guess we gotta go around this way. The camera in this game's a little weird because, like, as soon as you let go of it, it tries to, like, center it back up to your character. And it moves, like, really quickly and, like, constantly almost. So it's kind of, like, weird for you to get, like, a decent angle.
Here goes nothing.
Look at that. Glowing monstrous mallet. Batu can use that. I'm honestly not worried about Batu at all, though. Like, I don't really care to use him. Not super interested in him. But, you know, whatever. Wicked growth. What do we got? A log. Pieces of lumpen lumber. I'm actually kind of interested because I'm pretty sure in the trailer it shows a little bit of the actual like kingdom building sort of mechanic, and I'm very interested because I wanna build my own kingdom. I think that'll be really cool. A sword, punishing Wolfram sword. This place is a maze. Like, obviously it's kind of straightforward, but just a lot of dead ends in here.
Watch this.
Alright. There's another trick door. Wonder if it's going to be because there's a boss over here, though. Already put 5.5 hours into this game. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Wow, they've been busy. So this is where they're making the trick dice. How shall we do this? Charge in, shouting our heads off?
No.
No, we can't draw attention to ourselves. We need to slip in undetected and find what they're doing. Hide yourselves. Some swabs are coming. I was about to say, if anybody walks out the door, they're going to see us in this little courtyard. Ha! Why did they have to build it so far away?
Huh.
Fool, any closer and the people of the city would surely discover it. They're from Goldpaw, they must be. I have a mighty fine idea all of a sudden. You know, I think I might be thinking what you're thinking. Huh? Oh, we're gonna take their outfits. Yeah, we look like naturals. Except that we're not like wolf dog people. Guess I should have, or you should have expected as much of from a pair of sky pirates. You sure this will work? Only one way to find out, lad. We'll keep watch out here. Off you go and sneak into into that there dice factory. Just don't be too long, all right? Guess we don't have much choice. Come on. I'm on the case. Tanny and Batu stay behind and keep watch. So they're not in the party anymore, I assume. Oh, don't mind us. I was sure he was going to see through our disguise. Well, he didn't. Looks like this might just work.
All right.
Alright, we need at least 2 forms of proof. The first is something tying Pugnacious directly to the deception. Some kind of documentary evidence would be ideal. The next is evidence of how they're manipulating the dice. My guess is they're not using magic.
Oh.
Really? But how else could it be done? Oh, there are ways. We have a few different techniques for manipulating things from a distance from where I'm from. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody here has come up with something similar.
Alright.
Alright, let's find that proof. Let's do it. These disguisers should help us get close to the people who work here. Maybe we can pick up some clues. Yo, what up?
Hey there!
You there. Have you seen my blueprints? You do not even know what blueprints are. Ah, forgive me. I should have taken better care of them. Okay. It's a huge pile of trick dice for use in the casino. They don't seem to have anything to do with Lady Luck's dice, though. There, all the dice meet the required standards, and that is the week's quota met. So now it's time to relax. Arf arf.
Yes.
Goldpaw has long been famous for its tricks and contraptions, you know. It is our job to take all this knowledge and use it to create even more exciting dice. And only we high officials of the realm are permitted the privilege of working with them. Such an honor. Such a great honor. Why are they just telling me this? This. Oh, it's a proposal suggestion for a few improvements to our basic dice design. We cannot go on making the same old thing forever. After all, we should be seeking out new ideas all the while. There's plenty of notes on ordering materials and so on, but none of it proves that Pugnacious has done anything wrong.
Yeah.
You must excuse me, I am rather busy at the moment. I must assemble all the necessary documents in order to process the factory accounts. Sometimes I regret choosing to work in the accounting department, constantly hounded by everyone and never a word of thanks. You obtain a set of signed instructions.
Oh,
Look at this. It was in the drawer that Pugnacious. That's Pugnacious's signature at the bottom. Looks like the instructions on what he wants them to build. I'm guessing they were supposed to be destroyed. Luckily for us, somebody didn't do their job. Well, that's certainly undeniable proof. Wonderful. We still need one more piece of proof. The device for manipulating Lady Luck's dice that you were talking about. Yeah, there must be a prototype or a spare somewhere around here. Let's ask around. I'm assuming it's going to be on the other side of this little factory building. I think it looks cool. Anybody home? I am sick to the back teeth of churning out regular dice day after day. When will I finally be allowed to work on the in the trick dice department?
Hey there.
How many dice have you made today, friend? I am feeling especially productive. I think I may even break my daily record. Where are the spare control unit? Where is the spare control unit? I am certain that I left it here on the table. It looks like some kind of control unit, but there's no way you'll be able to sneak it out of here under the worker's nose. There might be another one lying around somewhere, though.
Yep.
My superior told me recently that despite appearances to the contrary, these devices are not actually powered by magic. He says that in fact they rely on a technology that we imported from another kingdom. I am not sure I believe him. It looks like magic to me. Well, this one's over here on the table, so. Remote device.
ah,
This must be it, and based on all of this stuff, it looks like what I thought. A remote control for Lady Luck's dice. It's like you said. A lucky guess. Anyhow, Pugnacious must have one of these. So this is how he keeps the taxes so high and how he stole Niall's forest from him. Sure seems that way. And it's also how we're going to make him pay. That's everything we need. Come on, let's get out of here. Escape from the dice factory. Unauthorized intruders detected. Initiating attack sequence. What the?
oh my goodness!
Tanny Batu!
Blimey!
Sorry, looks like we got rumbled. What's this horrible thing doing here anyway? I don't like our chances, girly. God, they're trapped.
Come on!
Then we have to help them. I figured we would kind of have to fight a boss or something. Mossy Monument, the architectural monstrosity.
You ready for this?
I figured that was going to happen. I really gotta stop. I'm hoping my Higgledies will do something soon. Here we go. Cannon! Oh my god! Ow! Leave me alone! He ruined my skill.
I need your help!
Shoot him again. I'm just running into it like an idiot.
You're welcome.
Nice. In the trailer, though, there's a lot of really cool-looking enemies and stuff like that throughout the rest of the game, so I'm kind of interested in seeing a lot of the monster designs and stuff. Phew! I thought I thought me goose was cooked there for a second. Looks like the people in the factory didn't notice the racket either. We got lucky there. Well, did you find your precious proof? Yes, we found the device Pugnacious uses to control the dice's movement. Arr, that's the stuff, laddie. Now we can hang that swindling dog out to dry. We sure can. With this thing to help us, we'll be able to expose him for the fraud he is. Evan, I think you should be... I need you to be sure you're okay with what we're about to do. We'll be interfering directly in another country's affairs. If it doesn't go well for us, things could get ugly, and if they go bad or really bad, you could be making an enemy of an entire nation. Are you willing to take that risk? Stealing from one's own people is unforgivable. We cannot stand by and let that happen. We have to give the citizens of Goldpaw their country back.
That's the stuff, man.
That's the spirit, Evan lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't let them walk all over them.
Oi.
You grow more kingly by the day, Your Majesty. You really are starting to sound like a king. You know that? All right, our leader has set out his policy. And now it's time to implement it. Alrighty. Well, we just hit past the 30-minute mark, so probably going to call it right here. But I guess in the next episode, we're going to head over there to Goldpaw and start a ruckus. So, yeah. Pretty cool episode. A lot of talking involved, but, you know, story, plot, etc. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. So I'll see you then.